So, I'm going to talk about how to tell your friends and family that you're in recovery. And I have to say, this is a really difficult topic because we don't, ultimately, we don't have to tell anyone anything. We're in recovery if we say we are. We don't have to announce that. We don't have to make any kind of declaration to friends and family. So, I'd encourage you to think about the reasons, your motivation for telling friends and family? Is it because you want support? Is it because you want to explain something that you're going through that's challenging for you? Or is it that you're going to go to a party and you want to ensure it's safe? So by telling them that you're not drinking, that you want to make sure there's some safety around that situation. So my question to you would be to first of all think about why you want to tell somebody. And then once you've identified that that person is safe, then think about what it is you want to disclose. And I think there's this tendency in early recovery to just tell everyone everything, right? Because I think that's what we expect in mutual aid meetings, that's what we see of our peers. And it's not necessarily what we need to do. So I think it's really important to think about what you want to say and how you want to say it. So if it's on a one-on-one basis, I would simply explain, hey, I just want to let you know that I am in recovery, and for me that means, I'm abstinent from these substances, and what I'd really like is if you could support me in that process. And that support looks like, so that could be anything like, please don't offer me a drink. If we're at a party, don't offer me a drink, don't encourage me. And if others ask, support that process. You don't need to be in a situation where, there's kind of a peer pressure for you to do that. So just get really clear before you have the conversation. Think about why you want to tell somebody, what you want to tell them, and what you're asking them to do. What's the purpose of you telling them? Are you asking for support? Are you asking for validation? Just get really clear around that, and be prepared, because sometimes the people that we tell aren't the most receptive to it. So you may find that some people might say, "Oh, I didn't think you had a problem," or "Are you sure?" And they'll question your decision to be in recovery. So just be really confident and assertive in that situation. You know why you're doing it for yourself. You don't need to justify why you're in recovery. You don't need to explain yourself. Just be you. And, if there are further questions, you don't have to answer them. And that's the beauty of recovery, certainly for me, was boundaries. Like, I didn't realize that I didn't have to answer these questions, and I didn't have to over explain myself. I didn't have to put somebody else at ease. This is me asking for someone's support. This is not me appeasing their uncomfortability and me expressing some of my challenges. So I know it's not an easy answer, but I'd encourage you to really think about your motivation for telling them, how you want to say it, what you're prepared to say, what you're asking for in the process, and be prepared for any responses.